Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and today we have another new breakdown for you, and it's going to be on D'Eriq King, the quarterback from Miami. I know this is going to be Houston highlights, but he actually ended up redshirting last year, transferred to Miami, and is going to be the quarterback at Miami, and could end up doing some really, really big things. I think that he has an amazing potential to really take the college football world by storm, and we'll go ahead and hop into some of the reasons why I think so. So, looking at his mechanics, his throwing mechanics, I mean, there's definitely some things that he can improve on within the mechanics. I don't think he has 100% perfect mechanics, but the things that he's able to do, he's very just effective at getting the ball out of his hands, and he's also very good at he has extremely good accuracy, and so we'll go into some of the reasons why he's able to do that. So, first thing here we could see the initial load. He has a nice little quick initial load there as he gets the got a little freeze in there, but gets the ball back there quick, and then it doesn't do a great job of pushing off the back leg. Really gets a lot of leaning in the spine. You could see that where he really just ends up leaning forward. It looks like this one's going to end up being a little bit shaky here in terms of its ability to kind of the film's ability to move through here, but gets the arm back and then doesn't really get very much rotation, really gets a lot more of his lean, but gets the nose of the football facing straight ahead basically immediately. And he's kind of interesting in where when he's throwing the ball, he kind of looks away as he's throwing the ball, which, to me, he has a really good, when you watch his actual highlight film, he has so many throws where he just squeezes it in between different defenders and different areas, throws a great deep ball. But with how he kind of looks his head off to the side, it's actually kind of surprising how accurate he is, just because of where his head is as he's releasing. This one's going to be a deep throw, pushing off. He does a better job on this one, pushing off the back leg. Well, we can see that some of his weight is kind of transferring backwards as he's doing that, right? He's not getting most of his weight going forward, so I think he can definitely, again, do a better job just pushing off the back leg, getting rotation through the back leg. Let's go ahead and get this going again here. So he gets a little bit of a push, but really starts to overextend pretty quickly within his hip. So his hip starts going forward basically right away. And so he doesn't really do a great job of being able to get his whole body into the throw. And then as he ends up going through, you can see how he ends up leaning over the side a good amount as he's actually throwing the ball. I'll let you guys see that in fast motion here.
79 yards.
I'm just going to rewind it from here just because I think it'll make it a better overall seeing the whole thing. So you can see how quick he's able to get the ball out of his hands, but the big thing is that he ends up just using a lot of arm in his actual throw. Here's another one. Oh no, it's not this one, it's the next one. So here what you can see the example of really being able to get the nose of the football what's this one? So here we go. So really we can see on this one how he's able to get the nose of the football going and facing forward so quickly in the actual throw, right? So he gets the nose of the football, and that makes it so he doesn't really waste very much time in his actual throw, but he just leans over to the side a good amount, and with his head, with his spine, everything like that, he has a great front hand position, and so being able to really maximize and improve that, I think is going to end up having a big impact on his ability to really improve his throwing mechanics. So I still think he has a opportunity to improve his throwing mechanics just by cleaning some of this stuff up. Let's go 168 here. This one's a big throw where he gets that. See how quickly he moves that nose of the football. So from way back there, he's already getting the nose of the football facing straight ahead. This one he does a better job of getting those hips rotated, and he keeps that front arm really in a big position, but he does, you could just see how much he uses his whole body and really his spine to be able to get most of the force here in the throw, and really gets a lot of disassociation too within his body, because you could see how much he's twisted as he's getting ready to throw the ball, right? So his heel's already facing up, his hips are already starting to rotate through, and then from there he just almost kind of leans over the spine, so he doesn't use a lot of actual rotation through the spine, mostly just his lean, and then again his really quick release. I'm going to let you guys see this one in fast motion again too. Let's go ahead and go here. Just let you go there. I'll just play it.
For the touchdown. Looking
Boom.
downfield.
Right, so see how fast his release is? I mean, that's what I think is going to really separate him as he gets to, being able to be one of the top quarterbacks. He's able to just get the ball out of his hands so quickly. And again, he just pushes off that back leg and gets his hips around so fast. And I think that's what really it makes him, a dangerous overall quarterback, is because, if you have a quick release and you're accurate, and then, if you actually watch his highlights, he's similar to like a Lamar Jackson in his ability to run with the football, right? Or even like a Braxton Miller at Ohio State. I mean, that was he was one of my favorite quarterback running back duos to watch, just because of how much of an impact he was able to have, on the game. And so, I'm really excited to watch D'Eriq King play at Miami, because, I mean, I do think there are some mechanical flaws, but, Lamar Jackson has some mechanical flaws. Phillip Rivers has some mechanical flaws. There's a lot of guys that have a lot of success with some mechanical flaws. So that doesn't necessarily mean, I'm not saying these things for a reason. I'm saying that these might be areas for him to not be able to have success. I'm saying it more of a thing of, what am I typically seeing within, the Aaron Rodgers and the Tom Brady's and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. You see a lot different overall motions, but that's why I love, doing as many different breakdowns as you can, because you can get a lot of different perspectives and you can see different ways of how you could throw the ball. And really what stands out to me is how fast he gets that wrist around to make it so he could really improve his release time, right? So if you're struggling with getting the ball out of your hands and you want to improve your release, it's a lot about how fast you're able to get that wrist around, and also how fast you can get your hips around, right? Because he immediately gets those hips turned open, and that makes it so then, he could sync up his body with his hips and up into the wrist. And so, that also plays a big factor in all this is how good are you able to time up your rotation of your pelvis, rotation of your trunk, rotation of your shoulder, and the extension of your elbow. Those seems to be the four main points that you really want to be able to create the most amount of velocity and really time those up correctly in order to maximize your overall throw performance. All right. Like I said yesterday, and like I'll continue to say, we have a 7-day free throw program. I don't know if you aren't taking advantage of it. I don't know how. I mean, it's a free program to help you throw the ball further, help you improve your footwork. It's just, I've had a bunch of guys that reached out to me saying they're throwing the ball. I had a guy reach out to me today say he's throwing the ball six yards further in just 2 days. It's the second day of actually going through the program. So you're going to see tremendous improvements by going through it, and we talk about throwing mechanics in the actual program as well. So if you haven't done it already, I'd say definitely sign up. And other than that, I look forward to continuing to do more breakdowns. If you have any questions, you could always reach out, and we'll talk soon.